quick Photoshop tutorial on what to do with your Pantone colors. So as you've probably found out, when you open your old projects, you get this error message and all your colors have turned to black. So I just wanted to clarify a couple things here. So first of all, when you are looking at your work, I have this all done in channels, so I don't really have layers to deal with. But specifically, if we're talking about printing it, we're really just concerned with the channels, right? So my gray channel is my key color, and this Pantone 645 is the Pantone color, right? And if I were to print this, the printer would know to run the 645 ink. It would come out as a blue. They run the black, and I would get my art as intended, right? So this file is a printable file. Without me subscribing to the new Pantone plan, like, my file is still printable. If I have a paper Pantone guide, I can reference what the color is supposed to look like on paper. And my printer probably also has access to the same printed guide and the same jars of ink, right? So on the print end, we don't really need to do anything. If we're talking about representation of color on the screen, assuming you've got it set up in channels, editing your channel is really simple, right? Because if I double click on this, I can change the name, and if I click on the color, I can pick a new color, and now I've still got a two-color job, right? So there's my key color, and there's my blue. I don't specifically have that Pantone value, so what Adobe and Pantone want you to buy into for the $21 a month is that sort of seamless integration of the color chips. But I mean, it's RGB, right? So the color you're seeing on the screen isn't a perfect match to what's printed on the paper guide. So, if you hunt around on the internet, I think you're going to find that there are some ASE files that maybe have similar color palettes, and honestly, you could mix your own kind of custom color palettes, right? So assuming you know what the color's supposed to look like on the print guide, it's really easy to just set your color to whatever color you think is appropriate, and you can always name it whatever you like. So if I name it Pantone 645C because that's the ink I want them to use on the press, right? The printer's still going to get this for their plate, and that's still going to output correctly. So, I think that if you are able to just set up your work channels, the layers don't really matter here. If I have my channels, I can just double click, and I can edit that channel to be whatever color I like, and I can name it to whatever I like. So, I mean, as far as paying an extra subscription for RGB representations of colors that can only be represented in a print environment, I think you can really save yourself the money. Just approximate the Pantone color you're after. You can still name the channel. If you have a paper guide in front of you, you can sort of verify that way, and you can represent it on the screen however you like. Hopefully that's a helpful tutorial. Please like and subscribe, and follow me for more helpful hints coming soon. Thanks again. Bye now.